Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about why I got rid of the Canon 1DX Mark II and I got this Canon EOS R. I'm actually filming on it right now. So I've been using the Canon 1DX Mark II for over a year, probably a year and a half, and I believe that it is probably one of the best all-around cameras, period, that there is available ever, like, period. One, it has amazing photography and it shoots really fast. Two, it has 120 frames per second that just looks amazing, like 4K. Now the work that I do, I absolutely love using 120 frames per second for cinematic vlog sequences, or sometimes I shoot music videos, etc. But there's a few things that the EOS R holds that the 1DX doesn't. What do? If you're new to the channel, I am a music video director. I shoot vlogs, I shoot YouTube videos, I shoot content for brands, I do all types of work. I even do photography. Now the 1DX Mark II is amazing for all of those things, and it's really been a freaking workhorse for me over the past year and a half, and I've absolutely loved it. It's been very, very hard for me to even let go of it. But one thing that I need is a swivel screen. Creative Ryan, why do you need a swivel screen? Who cares? You have the beast, you have the biggest camera, you have the best camera out there. The 1DX is the holy grail. I understand that. It's an amazing camera. I absolutely love it, and I didn't want to get rid of it. But Canon just has not put out a Mark III yet with a swivel screen, which would have been just ideal and just so perfect. What are they waiting on? Who knows? In no way, shape, or form do I think that the Canon 1DX Mark II is a bad camera, and no, I did not want to even get rid of it. It's taken me a long time to actually come to my senses and just get rid of that camera. I still love that camera, and I still would own that camera if it didn't just weigh on my back a ton. I'm that type of guy that wants to have his camera equipment with him out in the field. I don't like leaving stuff at home. Like, I got 4 camera bodies and I leave 3 at home, and I take this one out when I'm doing this, and I take this one out when I'm doing this. I like to have one, keep it easy, very minimal. I'm a minimalist. I like to keep things at a minimum. So I want to be able to take out one camera and get the job done, period, with one camera. If I'm shooting a music video, okay, maybe I want a cinema camera, a red, I'll take that camera. And maybe I'll use my daily driver, like the Canon EOS R, for BTS, and I'll throw that in somebody else's hands and ask them to capture footage for me. But if I'm going out for a specific project, I want to be able to have one camera on me that does everything. I already have enough lenses that I have to carry that makes my back hurt. My back hurts. I don't want to break my back. So with all that being said, I did sell my Canon 1DX Mark II and I replaced it with the Canon EOS R. This Canon EOS R, for one, shoots C-Log. C-Log is great because I can shoot flat, have a lot of range in my highlights, be able to color grade, and just have a lot more dynamic range. As opposed to the 1DX Mark II, I did have CineStyle on it, but I rarely shot on CineStyle for some reason, because one amazing thing about the EOS R that the 1DX couldn't do shooting in CineStyle, it has an assist on the C-Log. So what that means is when I'm shooting in C-Log, I can actually view it in like a neutral style profile. It'll look like it's already color graded down for me, but it's actually shooting in C-Log. This is an amazing feature because a lot of people will look at C-Log or CineStyle or S-Log and just really misjudge it and not really know how to expose looking at it flat. So having an assist where it actually looks like it's already graded is amazing. So it kind of shows you what it's gonna be. So I shot neutral picture profile on my Canon 1DX 99% of the time. I might shoot CineStyle sometimes. CineStyle did look good, but I just didn't like the fact that I didn't have an assist. Now, what I do on a daily basis is make videos like this, YouTube videos, sit-in videos. I like to vlog. I like to get out in the field and show what I'm doing and show BTS and just all types of stuff where I need to see what I look like. Maybe I want to set my camera down somewhere in the middle of New York City and drop a couple minutes worth of talking on my vlog. And if I can't see myself in the middle of New York, how do you, it's so not cool. My last video that I dropped from Selfie, I was out in New York and I had a hard time because, for one, trying to expose shot when you don't see a screen is just ridiculous. And this is like my primary work. I do these type of videos all the time. So if you're doing YouTube and, you know, videos where you're vlogging and stuff like that, it's very helpful to have a screen, like just ultimate. Another feature that I really enjoy about the Canon EOS R that I didn't have on the 1DX is I can Bluetooth pictures or video to my phone directly from the camera. I don't need an attachment. I can also do time lapses built into the camera, which is very cool for like transitioning scenes in a vlog or a YouTube video or something of that sort. Not to mention the charger for the battery smaller, the camera body smaller. It weighs less weight. I can get a cooler camera bag. The camera bag that I had was super cool. I really enjoyed the Eve case bag. It's sleek, it's cool. It's just very fat and chunky. Nothing wrong with it. It's still cool, but I had to have that camera bag specifically because the Canon 1DX is so tall. It wouldn't fit in just just any other bag. Like I've had bags that I just can't even use because of having a tall camera. It won't fit and I don't want to like take my lens off and lay it flat. It's just too much when I'm out in the field. It limited me. The Canon 1DX Mark II is limiting. You can only get certain camera bags. You can only do certain things. You need extra attachments to get certain features. Cool, you get really good quality, nice pictures, 120 frames per second, but you lack on a lot of other things like features in the camera and camera bags and just weight. It's so heavy, especially trying to vlog with it. So being able to vlog with this Canon EOS R with a swivel screen is way easier than just holding up a big brick of a camera, very heavy, like I said, especially when you throw a Sigma art lens on there or some sort, or a big old 16-35 Mark III. I start getting shakes and my hands hurting and my shoulder, and when I throw it in my backpack, my back is hurting because it's so heavy, all the lenses and the big body. It was time for a change. So it's about to be 2020 and we're coming up at the end of 2019, and I just wanted to make a change. I wanted to change what I use and get a whole different setup. Now I'm rocking with the Canon EOS R. I'm keeping all the same lenses. If you're familiar with my lenses, if you've seen like what's in my camera bag, we're actually gonna do another what's in my camera bag. I'm just feeling good and motivated and inspired right now because of this camera. This camera is really gonna help me be able to make better content, I believe, or more content at that. It's gonna inspire me rather than feeling like, oh, I don't wanna do that because that camera's heavy. I don't feel like vlogging because my exposure is gonna be off. A lot of those shots that I shot in my recent video where I was in New York doing a video for the amazing people over at Selfie, the shots were just blown out. The highlights were really blown because I was judging it off of my hand. Typically what I would do with my 1DX is expose for my hand out where my head would be, where I would be talking, expose for it, bring it back around, stay on that spot and start talking. I always have blown out shots and it bothers me so bad. It's like, oh my God. You just hate to work on something and sit and talk for 2 minutes on your camera and then look at it and you're like, it's freaking blown out. So yeah, those are a couple reasons why I switched over to the Canon EOS R. I believe that this camera is amazing. It's mirrorless. You can take pretty good photos on it. I use Sigma art lenses for photos, so they come out very crispy. If you've checked my Instagram, I've posted a few pictures that I took with the EOS R and they came out super, super crisp. They look like pictures straight off of my 1DX. So I'm very happy with the way that the photos came out with this. It's not gonna be the same exact experience because obviously mirrorless is just not DSLR when it comes to photography. I do like taking cool pictures, so it's gonna be a little right there and something that I gotta get used to. The actual shutter when you take a picture is just like so weak. It's like pew, 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 as opposed to the Canon 1DX is like it just feels like you're like absolutely killing it and destroying it with the Canon 1DX Mark II. When you're using the EOS R, it just feels like you're like, I don't know if that was a good shot or not. We should, let's look at that. Let's review those photos. But it'll be okay. I think that I'll be just fine with it. And I think the more that you learn and master something, the better you get with it. Just like when I used to use a Canon T2i when I first started. I mastered that camera and I really got amazing quality out of that camera after mastering it. So I'll be working with this Canon EOS R from here on out and mastering it. And I think it's gonna be amazing. Not only does it have the good photos, but it has the C-Log, it has the time-lapse mode, it has 4K, it does have 120 frames per second in it actually, but it's at 720p. But honestly, for shots that I know are just gonna be super, super slow and I need to get, I'll shoot it in 720p and just upscale it. I think it'll be just fine. The light is absolutely all over the place in here. The sun keeps going behind clouds and I hope that this is not messing up the light in my video. I'm sure it is. I'm trying my hardest to deal with this. Absolutely upsetting me right now. I just wanted to update you guys on what camera I have now. I'm actually gonna do a new what's in my camera bag because I have a new camera bag and a couple new goodies in the camera bag. I just absolutely love it. It's now my favorite camera bag of all time. I can't express to you how happy camera bags make me. I'm so ready to like start shooting with this EOS R and making some projects so I can just start showing people. Like, I know I'm talking about like, this is why I switched and this is what I'm using from now on, and you know, this is. I'm ready to just start showing and not telling. Forget telling, I just want to show. We're gonna get to it soon, man. I got some super big projects coming up. I still got vlogs coming from the 1DX, so you'll see some more 1DX footage still around town, you know what I'm saying, around the channel doing its thing. Yep, new Canon EOS R user. I'm a Canon mirrorless user now. Whoa. So that's why I switched, and that's what you're gonna be seeing a lot more frequently here on the channel is footage from this EOS R. You're not even gonna be able to tell. Honestly, you're not even gonna be able to tell, man. If you're considering getting an EOS R, I think that it's a freaking amazing camera. I actually shot some music videos with it recently, and they came came out sick, and you'll see those soon. They're almost done. I've got to finish editing them. They're just not done yet, but they're coming soon. I'm done rambling. I'm done talking. I got this little table right here. I'm gonna be moving to a whole new place here soon. Maybe in about a month or two, I'm moving. So I'm gonna have a whole new YouTube space set up so you can like say goodbye to this, all this right here. I mean, I don't know if y'all have gotten used to it. I'm kind of like over it. I just want to have a space that is separate from my living area. I just want to have like my YouTube space. It's gonna be sick. Set it up real nice. It's gonna be sick, man. You're gonna see a lot more cool stuff coming up here. All right, I swear I'm done rambling. That is it for this video. I got the Canon EOS R. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, slap the like button. If you got any comments, drop them down below. I'm sure there's gonna be some comments about why did you get rid of the 1DX, and some comments like awesome, I got an EOS R2. I'm excited for what I've done, and this is my choice. So stick around, and I promise you, you're gonna be like, oh, it didn't even matter if he had a 1DX or EOS R. I almost guarantee that. But drop a comment if you got something to say, man, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.